The Storm the Court, Kansas State, presented by Arrowhead Nutrition and Tree City Sports, your source for local sports. The Cats get the W at Arizona State. DNG had the game of his career with the foul that sent. I'm going to use a reference to a certain Simpsons character. I'm not going to say it out loud because it seems a little it seems wrong, but it's funny and it's accurate. And thank the Lord he missed those dang free throws. Man, this was a great win. And honestly, the first few minutes of the game, I was a little bit worried about that. But we we came through at the end of the first half and sealed it when we needed to. The game from Max Jones that we saw tonight was pretty impressive. I mean, the all around, basically everyone on the team played really good, and Coleman Hawkins filled the box sheet with, you know, the places that he needed to fill it, he filled it. And he made the right decisions with the ball, which is exactly what we want to see from him. He's growing into the player that we thought he could be at the beginning of the season. And it is a wonderful thing to see. And the Amarillo assassin absolutely killing it from three. Just absolutely incredible. We needed this kind of an offensive run, and we got it towards the end of the first half. And going just beginning the second half the way we started was absolutely awesome. I want to see what this team could do, how many points they could put up if we could see a full game, a full 40 minutes from this team, both offensively and defensively, because this team could be a deep runner in the NCAA tournament if they continue to play this way and end up making the tournament. Now, I'm not going to guarantee that they're going to make the tournament, but if they continue the path that they're on, there is a very good chance that they could do that. Just after the disappointments of things didn't go right last year, and the NIT is not something that we want. And I don't know if we were to somehow miss the tournament and we went to the NIT. I'd be disappointed if we didn't run the table and win the NIT just for something. I mean, we're not gonna, claim a natty on it, but damn it, we need something to feel good about after the way this season started. I don't know. I just think that this team, it could be special. It could be, but we have to see if this cohesiveness and this willingness to play together and play as a team that we saw in most of this game can translate long term. And that's the biggest deal. We've had a lot of issues inside the locker room and within the team that have been nothing but distractions. And w- we're able to hopefully move past that at this point. And it's honestly not that big of a shock that uh we're having to wait several games into the season to actually see this team playing the way that they could have, from the beginning. And we know that they're capable of playing, but these guys have never played together. So it's not a huge shock that it's taken the time to gel and for all of the pieces to fall into place. That being said, it is something that we look forward to seeing continuously throughout the rest of the season. we don't want to fall back into old habits and bad things, but I think this team is past that. And honestly, I want nothing more than to see this team succeed and to see Jerome Tang, get some redemption for some of the stuff earlier in the season. And some of it is not necessarily his fault. He gets a lot of unnecessary hate for it. But, you know, there are certain things within a locker room with that kind of egos that you have to, you have to be careful with. I just, I love what we're seeing. Trust fund, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame that it took them so long to kind of right the ship, you know, and we'd already had, we're what, at 7 and 11 when we started to play well. You know, I felt like, you know, if we could have got Liberty, maybe that would have propelled us a little bit just because, you know, you get a little tournament title to start and you kind of rolling from there. But, you know, they just got to keep taking it one game at a time, man. Like, who knows what can happen? You just got to keep stacking dubs, man. And I think we got a good opportunity on Saturday. The Octagon's going to be rocking. Um, the guys are going to play their hearts out. So I think it's going to be a really close game, man. And I wouldn't be too shocked if we pull it off Saturday. I know KU's probably feeling pretty good about themselves after beating up on Iowa State last night. Uh, so, I mean, they're all big games from here on out if you're going to try to make a run. So, back to practice tomorrow and go lay it all on the line Saturday and let's see what happens.
Absolutely. And the thing about the game against KU is the fact that they're feeling really confident right now, and that's exactly where we want them going into this game in the Octagon of Doom. We want them to be, as confident as they can be that they, possibly look past this game because if they had lost to Iowa State, they would have come in to Saturday
They would have came in
so
pissed off, and that would not be good for us. For
100% exactly. And like I said, I think that them winning was best case scenario, and us getting
sure.
this momentum builder right now only gets us that much closer to a big win on Saturday.
And then, I mean, if you get that one, well, your reward for beating KU is you get Arizona coming into the Octagon after that. So, I mean, there is no let up. Like I said, these are all massive games from here on out. And the thing is, the more you keep winning, the bigger they get. So,
Exactly. And the great thing about having, back-to-back games against at home against KU and Arizona is the fact that if we win both of those games, I mean,
jeez,
yeah, it looks so much better for our tournament hopes. I'll
people be
say
freaking
that.
out. People be freaking out about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I know I will be.
It's beautiful that, the first few games of the season, how disappointed we were, and, how just how disappointed we were is all you can say about it. And to see the growth of this team is just it's exactly what you want to see. Like you didn't want to see this team give up, and they absolutely did not give up at all. They have fought through every bit of that adversity to get to where they are now.
I mean, that's pretty typical of what K State sports is. We might not always be the most talented, but we fight like crazy. You know, that's just what we've been doing for as long as I've been a fan. That goes for football, basketball, women's basketball. I mean, that's K State sports, I suppose. we
We
just
are the cardiac cats for a reason, that
we
is for sure.
we never give up, never ever give up.
Yeah, I love the effort, to just fight in this game, being down that much at the very beginning and to go on that kind of a crazy run.
We wouldn't have won that game 3 weeks ago.
No, absolutely not. But I think that this team is finally starting to gain traction in the right direction.
Yeah, it's about time.
Yeah, it took a while for it to pan out, but I think that, like I said, we're at least in the right direction now. We're not moving at full speed yet, but we're getting there.
I wonder who's winning between Arizona and BYU. That's another interesting game. I think that started at like 10 p.m. or something.
I'll check that. Hang on a second.
I would like to get a finish in the top 8 and get a bye in the Big 12 tournament.
That would be awesome. Ooh, it
Or
is 43-41 BYU over Arizona.
yeah, another slugfest. That's just another Big 12 game.
Yeah. Big 12 after dark sure is exciting, ain't it?
Just another slugfest. I mean, I'm sure that'll probably come down to last shot, like just like our game did. So
Oh yeah. And being in Provo, that's a tough place to play, no matter what sport you're playing.
yeah, that's. I mean, they're way up in the mountains. I think, they say like you either have to be there for 24 hours or less, or over 3 days, or else it really messes with your breathing and your lung capacity and all that. So it is a tricky trek up there.
Yeah, yeah, I could not. I've been to the mountains in Colorado and stuff, up Pikes Peak and
Yeah,
stuff
it's
like
different.
that. But I've never, like, being an athlete and exerting that much effort into a sport, I could not imagine that.
Crazy,
Ooh,
crazy.
that was a foul right across the face, too. Arizona player down.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They got that Caleb Love is their point guard. That transfer from North Carolina.
Yeah. Yeah,
He's
they're reviewing this for a flagrant, but I think it was just, yeah, no, it looked like his arm was just caught up with him and his face came down into his arm. So there was no malintent there. Move on. Might have got him in the eye though. Damn. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna stay up for this game. But anyway, back to the Cats. We're just excited, thankful that we can get back to winning ways and hope that we can continue that moving forward. And just we are so thankful to see the growth that we have from the beginning of the season, the struggles, the woes, the disappointment to what we have seen in recent games. To go from that 6 game losing streak to winning several in a row, two on the road, is just in the Big 12. That's tough. Like, that's incredibly tough. And we do not take that lightly. We know that those are quality wins. There's there's just not much else to say. I'd say that Brendan, you shot lights out. The Amarillo assassin was dead eye from three. Coleman Hawkins, you played a fantastic game, did everything that you were expected to do, and then some. David Gaston, what what is there to say about the performance that you put on? I mean, that alley oop said it all, pretty much. And the foul that sent a certain Simpsons character reference to the free throw line where he missed it to seal the Cats win. It's beautiful, man, what this team could do if they could play a full 40-minute game. Maybe we'll see that, maybe in the near future. Hopefully on Saturday against KU. You have any final thoughts on this?
It's another good dub, man. Looking forward to Saturday. It's gonna be a big one. Should be exciting. It's on the line, you know. Beating KU at home is always a huge deal. So I'm excited to see if they can do it again, man. And God bless everyone. Go Cats.
Go Cats, baby. Man, and Max Jones, I want to give a shout out to you because you played awesome as well. And we're going into Saturday's game against KU in the Octagon of Doom, fired up, ready to go. We're gonna win this game. That's all there is to it.
Jeez. I hope so. That'd be pretty dope. Pretty dope.
All we can do is dream, and right now it looks pretty good. I guess I'm gonna wrap this up. This has been Storm the Court, Kansas State, presented by Tree City Sports, your source for local sports. Until next time, y'all take care now. Go Cats.